Have an energy drink. It is time to learn. I am Mike Diamond.
My name is Christopher Daniels.
And this is Miss Matinga.
And you're watching Homework, where we gonna school the kids, ain't we, y'all?
Yes.
So today we're going to let Christopher choose from the fishbowl of truth,
Yes.
and we are going to carry y'all.
There you go. Go on. Reach your hand in there and while I tend to my quaff.
Woohoo!
Gay on gay crime, bitchy cannibals.
Gay on gay crime, bitchy cannibals. Why are gay people so mean to other gay people?
I think because deep down inside, a lot of us are wounded and insecure.
So much truth to that.
Yeah. So we take it out on each other.
Yeah.
Right. Do you feel wounded?
Yeah, to an extent, I think on some level, a lot of us are. A lot of us come from, places where we were maybe rejected by our families, from our schoolmates. Like, as open-minded as we are as a society, it still really exists out there. So I think it makes a lot of us very insecure, hateful, bitchy,
Are you insecure, hateful, and bitchy?
Yes, but just for fun.
Yeah, okay.
I think that there is also this sort of feeling in the gay community, and especially with the younger queens, where they want to cut each other up, they want to read, they want to be that bitchy queen in the room, because it will make them seem funny, it'll make them seem fabulous. But I think that there is a real difference between cutting up and cutting someone. Like, a cutting remark is one thing. First of all, I think a cutting remark has to be smart,
right,
and quick and fierce, and that's very different from queens that, you've been to dinner parties where queens will hang out in a corner and
like,
they
did you see her
just
shoes?
to that
Blah,
one
blah, blah,
marry
blah.
and da-da-da-da-da. And that, I think that's a sign of immaturity, and it just makes me crazy.
I've never been one for that. I mean, I'll sit in the corner and talk about people.
That's all we ever do, actually.
Right. Well, yeah. So really, I have no basis for continuing that
But we
statement.
don't actually say it to their faces. And then when they actually walk up to us, we're nice.
But so then we are the problem then.
See,
then we
we're
are
all
the problem.
We all do it. We all hate it. I think we're all,
It's hard not to be Tanchi and read. Although I'll say
is.
we read everybody, not just the gays.
Right.
We read the gays for other things.
We read everyone equally, I think.
Yeah.
So it's okay then.
Is it though?
No, it's not.
It's not okay. But I think, but once again, if you're having fun with your queens and you're reading each other, but it's
Like Miss Thing, I'll read your aura.
Exactly, but it's
Miss Thing,
really
I'll read
for
you in
fun.
Braille.
Like, that there is no subtext there.
There's no true malice.
That's one thing. But I have definitely had that experience where you're in a group of friends and maybe you all don't know each other equally, and you just know,
Like, who's the Gaysian?
yeah, that there's people in that little group going, oh, who's this knot that you decided to bring along? I've actually had one time at the club, someone say to me, you're so fabulous. What are you doing hanging out with these queens? And true story.
Sound Factory?
It was at Sound Factory. I think you might remember that moment. She was like, honey, you need to come hang out with our house and this and this and that. And I was so offended, it literally took my breath away.
No, that was probably the drugs, honey.
There were drugs going on too, and I just remember thinking, I think my friends are fabulous, and that's all that matters. And then also, if your whole thing is you want to be in the know and you want to be seen with the beautiful people,
Don't hang out with me.
exactly, then you do that. And also, the one person might think you're fabulous, the next person's going to think you're tired.
Well, we've all had the
Completing
experience of walking into a bar and you're being judged from head to toe
Absolutely.
by every homo in the place. You're a porn performer. You're out there in public. Do you find more of that? Do you find people being especially critical and judgmental? And is it usually coming from other gay people?
5 years ago, I was about 50 pounds lighter. I was a skinny little kid. And I kind of got to this place where I was like, you know what? I want to look like a man. I want to start working out. I want to work on my body. And then, I started gaining weight, going to the gym. And I realized these people that are haters and want to tear you down, this is such a cliche, but they're doing it because they're insecure. And I realize I see that behavior in myself, because as soon as I see someone that's beautiful, that's gorgeous, that has all the attention, I start tearing them down in my head without even realizing it. I'm coming at it from a place of insecurity within myself. Like,
How do you start tearing them down?
I'll be like, well, she's not that pretty. Oh, her face is busted, or
Right.
something. I'll
She's
pick
wearing
on
base.
right? Like, how dare she? So I do
all wear
it.
a little base.
Being in somewhat of the public eye, whatever. I've seen it happen to me, and it's caused me to really look at my behavior and how I treat other people and how I look at other people. So, I get why it happens. I see why I do it, but it really is for me coming from it at a place of insecurity. Yeah.
I know, honey, I'll be sitting on the train. Let some 20-year-old roll up in my line of view. I am a hateful, bitter, caustic, acrid cunt. I become obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Look at those motherfucking cheekbones. Look at that beautiful hair.
Look at that
Who does she
How
think
come that
she
skin is so
is?
flawless?
Oh, I hate
and
her.
I hate them. And I don't actually hate them.
Because they're usually very nice people.
I just want that.
Right.
I
Yeah, we
I
do.
want that. I
Yeah.
want to be 20.
Yeah. You're
That was
not
the whole
20.
statement.
That's it.
That ship has sailed.
That ship has sunk, bitch. Never
Yeah.
mind sail.
But you know what? Honestly, a lot of the times, because I know so many people that are flawless head to toe. Like you look
Thank
at some.
you.
I know, yeah. I look at people that are in the porn industry now. They're beautiful. Their bodies are Adonises, and a lot of times you talk to them, and they're the most humble, down to earth people. And a lot of the times they don't even think they're that big of a deal.
Which just makes it worse. If
I
you're
know,
going to
it's
be gorgeous, don't be
disgusting.
nice.
But then you meet guys
Don't be
like
nice on
who
top
look
of
like
it.
that, and they're fucking full of themselves. So you get both, and
You
it's
get that.
and both. It's coming out of a place of insecurity.
I know that, like, when I was 20, I had, a 28-inch waist and a trick pussy, and I looked fabulous in a gold lame catsuit. But I felt like I was like the most unattractive thing in the world. And now I'm far heavier.
well,
I'm
you
far
were
older.
Personality-wise, you were monstrous.
I was a monster.
You were
I
nasty.
was. And I was the
nasty.
queen of the ballroom.
Yes, and thoroughly unlikable.
Yes. But
I loved you anyway, girl.
Yes,
I mean,
Yes. And fuck you.
No, whatever.
Fuck you. But then at some point, you reach. But the thing is, once again, masking a certain level of insecurity.
Yeah.
And now that I'm far, far heavier and far, far older, I'm much more secure, and I'm also, I think, hopefully striving to be a better person. And it's because you sort of let go of those things, and you appreciate yourself, and you appreciate the people around you, and you also realize that time is finite, and you shouldn't waste time on that type of negativity.
Right. I think it's okay to be, you want to be a little flip, a little cunty, that's fine,
Right.
but don't be evil. I mean,
Right. Tone it down, bitch.
Even in interactions, like let's say you go on a hookup site or whatever, people are very nasty and dismissive.
and they can because they're behind a keyboard.
Right.
Right, and I find that, because they're anonymous to whatever
Right.
level that they are, but like
We have a friend.
no civility whatsoever.
Well, we have a friend who shall remain nameless who used to go on hookup sites, and people would, and he's very beautiful, very exotic boy, and people would say, hey, la 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 la.
You talk about Miss
I'm
Booby?
here. Oh, Miss Honey, we're not trying to blow up people's
You
spots.
talking about Miss Booby though, right?
Why don't we just tell everybody? No.
I'll edit it out. Oh no.
No.
No, don't do
No,
that. No.
Okay.
Go on.
And so, and then, and people would write up to, oh, you're beautiful, and I'm in the same town, and whatever, and they'd send him like a curt little missive, and he would always just write back stats. Ooh. Stats. And if the stats were incorrect, blocked. And that's like so cold. Although the thing is, when you're on a
That's
site
just
like
rude.
that, perhaps that's sort of the time
Yeah.
and
No, it
place
takes 2 seconds to
for
write. May I have
that.
your
I don't
stats,
know.
please?
I think a lot of times if the guy's profile picture is of a palm tree or a kitty cat, you're just like, let's just, bitch, come on. I ain't got time for this.
Right.
This is the hookup site. I want dick. I don't want to know, thank you for saying I'm beautiful. You just, you always enjoy a compliment, but at the same time, if you're on the site to get laid, I don't want no chitter chatter. I just want to know dick size, bottom, top. What are you looking for? I'm not here for conversation.
But we're not robots. We're people.
We
I mean,
are.
You can be, you can, instead of saying, dick size, you can say, how big is your throbbing member, sir? I mean, just, couch it in a little bit of humanity. So the online world is just rife with
that
rudeness,
yes, yeah.
But I think we need to be extra careful with gay youth because, there's a whole bullying epidemic going on. And we don't want to be a part of that and tearing down these kids when they're already torn down.
And I think the same thing with within the community, how we treat drag queens, transgendered people.
They have it coming.
Well, I just think we're kind of forgetting that we're a community and we really do need to be accepting of others and love each other. It's so cliche, but I think we've really lost sight of that.
Without those drag queens, without those street level queens, without those ball queens, without those queens that would be considered sort of fringy, Stonewall might not have happened. It's those people that started the Stonewall riots and started those types of street level activism. And we push those people to the fringes when we should really celebrate that.
Yeah, keep it within the community, I
Yeah,
think,
I love the freaky differences. I love that.
I also think that gay old people get no respect from the gays.
Yeah.
Once you're like over the age of whatever, you know, you're very much excluded and mocked. I think part of it is that with gay people, and this is just my opinion, if they look at someone and think that's not somebody I want to fuck, they don't even like relate to them as a human being. Don't you, when you like see some guy, he's either I do him or I wouldn't do him. Do you know what I mean? Or is that, am I just craving?
No, I think it's true. And, you know, a lot of times people don't want to pay attention to those that they don't want to fuck because it's like, well, I don't want to give them the time of day because I don't want them to think that I'm interested. And in reality, the other guy's just like, I just wanted to say hi and be nice, you know?
Let's not cannibalize our young. Let's try and be decent human beings. If you're going to be funny and bitchy, make sure that it's smart and actually funny, and not just and not just to sort of, you know, hurl somebody down. It's actually got to be, you know, a quick remark, and it's actually got to be interesting.
That dagger better be sharp if you would throw it.
Right. That if you're going to throw that dagger, it better be sharp because somebody might throw that dagger back at you, and it's going to be better. Especially, you know, you might look at somebody who looks a little bit outside, and then you try and turn them, and they'll turn you back.
Look at her. Look at this creature sitting here all sad, all out of sorts. Look at her. What a mess. But don't come for her, because she might bring it.
And I'll fall into a dip, you'll get turned out, or you'll get punched in the face. So,
and it's a small world, honey. You will see these motherfuckers again.
Be careful on social media, because if you write a cute little, you know, snappy remark on Twitter, it may come back and haunt you later.
You will see these motherfuckers again.
Exactly.
keep it positive. Keep it positive.
This is homework. You've been schooled.